Hello YouTube, Aaron here, or Claude Mods, which is my online name, with another one. And this video is going to be titled Wizard Should Be My Middle Name. So over the last couple of weeks I've been building scripts to install my distribution in various ways. And I started off with a method for when you download Arch or CachyOS and just run a script, and it will basically set up the system, install all of the packages and my theme and everything else that I would normally put on the system when you download an ISO and install it. From that I then made a distribution installer ISO, which basically allows you to install vanilla Arch desktops, and there's also a TTY option. As well as that, I made a CachyOS version to that with it, and that basically allows you to install TTY, CachyOS, and CachyOS KDE and CachyOS GNOME. Now I do need to change them to packages instead of using .image, but for now they actually download .images or squashfs files for the CachyOS options. And then there's a Claude Mods set of options. I don't know if I've actually got a browser open, no, so we'll get to this bit in a minute. So we've got the Claude Mods-distribution-iso-creator-Beta, which is basically an ISO. I don't know if I talked about it in my last video, but it's a ISO I created with Arch Bootstrap, so it's 600 megabytes. Yeah, I did actually talk about it in the last video. And basically it allows you to install all of these different options, including my desktops, and all of my desktop options now have been implemented and work perfectly fine. I've thoroughly tested this script. In fact, some of the methods that are used in this script actually got integrated into my first scripts, which were these ones here. So the vanilla Arch, I don't think the full editions have been, well no, the full editions have been integrated, but the developer hasn't been integrated. I don't think I will be integrating the developer versions into these scripts, but as a whole these scripts work perfectly fine. I thoroughly tested these scripts, and also the distribution installer ISO script works perfectly fine as well. So I'll put the best part of about a week and a half into just them two projects alone. Now for the last 2 days I've been basically coding a new project called the Claude Mods-distribution-iso-creator-Beta. Now basically at the moment I've only got options for my Claude Mods distributions I provide, but there will be options for Arch as well as CachyOS. The Arch script is half built, and some of the things that I've included in my script for my distributions will be coded into that. But for now, basically, I've been testing this over 2-3 days, I think maybe 2 days, and today I've polished the script to work perfectly fine. In fact, basically the whole point of this is to download my distributions into a folder as a system, then squashfs that folder into an ISO, just squashfs that folder, then turn it into an ISO, and then basically you can boot it and install, because there is Calamari's and my own RSync installer gets installed into that system. And I've thoroughly tested this over the last couple of hours and it works perfectly fine. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is basically showing the script working itself, and I'm going to actually need an ISO for Spitfire CKG full dev, which is an option that I never provided in the past. So Spitfire only ever had a minimal, for those that didn't know. Apex was the only one that I provided for a long time that had a full edition. So we're not going to do this. We're going to use the script. Well, we've got two open now, so we're actually going to use the command that's on the main page to install this as a whole. So this one here, and then we're going to run through the whole process of creating a ISO from packages, basically, essentially packages, and the Arch is going to be the same, and CachyOS is going to be the same, and I'm going to use the CachyOS packages because I've got a package in my repo that downloads all of the packages needed. Well, it's got all the dependencies for the desktops to run as one package, and then it just downloads all of them packages through Packstrap, because Packstrap doesn't like to download multiple packages, e.g. 100,000 packages. I actually had problems, so I decided to make my own repo that basically essentially installs all of the packages needed from one package. So yeah, we're going to do this. Just going to install them packages. I'm pretty sure the device mapper's been fixed. Not too sure about the SquashFS tools, although I will test that. And if so, then I'll remove these files. But they were just there basically as a backup, because 3 days ago these files did not work, and I even put that in my ISO-creator project. I do need to edit the repository, so we could do that as well on camera. But yeah, basically, I don't know when the date is actually on here, so on the 6th, sorry. So they may have been both fixed, but on the 6th, them files were basically, the latest device mapper removed this, and the SquashFS basically was having some sort of issues and failed halfway, so I supplied the old packages for those that wanted to create or clone their system at the time. Anyway, we want to just edit this here and say just basically just remove this. A lot of trial and error into this script, but as a whole, since it's running pretty much off of the back ends to what the other scripts were, well, in fact, no, the distribution installer, which is in the ISO, was what made my other scripts and this script better, because I implemented the same features, basically, the same lines of code, and it works pretty much the same. Anyways, so this UI does need to be edited, but the folder, the files that get used, let me just get rid of all of this and make this tidier. I've actually removed a lot of stuff off this system, but I'm going to be building the ISO that I'm going to then use to install on this system after this video. So it's going to install everything that's needed from Git into your home directory as this folder name. And what happens is all of these files get used essentially to build an ISO of a distribution that I provide. So you can do, we'll get to that anyway, but the UI needs to be sorted so that this reads correctly, that basically there's going to be a folder in here called claudemods-distros that gets created. Oh no, the username can't be that, so I'm going to name it Spitfire because that's what I normally name it. The password is going to be what I normally name my systems to be. The time zone, I don't think it works at the moment. Everything to do with glib is broken within the repositories, so I might provide the old glib, but then it might corrupt the system. So I need to do a bit of testing, that's why I've not provided it. And I'm kind of hoping that they fix glibc within the Arch and CachyOS repository, but it's causing issues to do with the languages, local languages. There is some sort of a bug going on at the moment. So yeah, then you can select a distribution. So you've got Spitfire, CKG, minimal, you've got the minimal dev, the full dev, the Apex minimal, the Apex minimal dev, the Apex full, and the Apex full dev. Now obviously, as I just stated at the start of this video, Spitfire did not have a full edition. Originally it was just a minimal because I couldn't take the time and build it. In fact, I built this script so I don't have to upload 101 different ISOs anymore. If anything breaks, like my menu that I normally use is now called the 11 menu, so it's actually targeted at the 6.6 and above. Although it works on the 6.5 and down. basically I could just change one little zip folder that's on my website, and then everything just changes, you know. And you can also build your own ISOs now in your own time, instead of me uploading 101 different ISOs, which is why I've built this in the first place. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to build an ISO that I need to install on this system, since I'm doing a fresh reinstall. I actually have two systems that I've been using to multitask and build these scripts. But yeah, just enjoy the show. I'm going to play some music, and yeah, there's nothing more to it. Turn my camera off. Enjoy the show.
Hey, you be don't drop that.
I'll keep the camera on. I'm not too fussed about that. So. Machine. I'm going to shove my system on it. If it's about £400, I might just pay for it. Shove my system on it. I've seen this new photos. You can get like a screen to put on the front of it, and you can chat to your Steam friends whilst you're using it on that screen. I'll just show you a little photo. Steam machine with a screen on it. Show you a photo I've got in a group. I'm actually an admin of this group. I've been for a while. But yeah, this little idea of the Steam machine having a screen at the front for various use cases is pretty cool. See what I mean by glib is basically corrupt at the moment in the Arch repos and CachyOS. But yeah, I do like this idea, and that's why I thought I'd post it in the group. I'm always on the group helping a lot of people, and the owner, since it's an unofficial group, the owner himself actually made me an admin on some of the things that I used to share. If I just show you what's actually being done, there's a folder in here where the system is being set up before it turns into a squash and vest. And ClaudeMods get set up in there and everything else. I will boot it in this video as well, just to show that it works. There may be some things I need to adjust, like in my squashfs command for cloning the system. It actually it removes some files, so I don't know if this, I generally think that these files, we can have a look. I think these files don't get copied over, and that's what's causing it to basically try and mount into ZRAM. All of these are pretty much the same code anyway, but we're going to go with the latest and greatest cloner that I do provide. Sorry for all the confusing different languages and whatnot. So yeah, the run folder actually gets excluded, and some other folders. So I will be improving the script. In fact, we can do that now. Pretty much halfway through it now, but we just do this quickly. What is that rsync that excludes them, or is it? So we actually want to exclude all of these files as well, because during the boot process it can be a bit troublesome. So we've installed all of the packages and set up some stuff. The user's been set up, but yeah, we're not excluding the right packages. So when you actually go to boot the ISO, it will take about a minute and a half from testing. But once I exclude these folders here, it will just boot straight into it, because these folders are not meant to be set up within a live environment. It is my error, it's trial and error, and I am aware of this, so this is why I'm now implementing it. I just need to, we just need to edit the code that's online. As you will see, it'll take about a minute and a half to boot in. But with this improvement that I'm showing in the video, doing a bit of code from things, it will just work perfectly fine. Shan't have any issues, and it will compile. Just need to get rid of this command. Just improve this command so that it excludes these necessary things. What about fstab? I'm not blind, I don't see fstab. Fstab. Thank you for removing something. Fstab, easy. Looks perfectly fine. Sys, the ROM folder, the mount folder. I could add it myself, but problems really. What we'll do is we test this before we do it anyway. Copy the whole shebang, as I like to call it. We're downloading some zips and extracting them into their needed places. Needed. 1987. There's a lot of code in here that was manually edited. If we just do that command, that compiles the binary and actually embeds the .zips, and I would like to embed everything else as well. At the moment everything just works. Leave it as it is. It's either foolish Or it might be handy in the future of upgrading the script, because I've got means to upgrade the script. Anyway, pictures needed. We'll put this online. Squash FS command. Updated. Right. Well, I'm not really good with keeping my projects tidy. I really wanted to make a new folder, put all of the stuff that's needed for my distributions in that folder. But I'm just going to leave the project as a mess. We have got some information. Basically, it's essentially the same with what my distributions normally come like, and I've managed to solve the favourites in the menu so that the favourites now get transferred over. And funny enough, the fix for that was actually to copy the home folder. So that was the fix. I've implemented that into all scripts that I provide for installing my system one way or another, from either vanilla Arch install that's already installed, or from the distribution installer ISO that I provide, and also in this script, so that the favourites, well, everything as a whole that I normally provide gets installed, and that's the NTFS support. So if you're migrating from Windows, then you can obviously use your NTFS drives, the USBs, the Invert Manager will work, or everything. So there is really no room for improvement other than to just fix things that break. Well, I could do my Arch system tool that I used to provide and update that so that you can change to the various things that I used to make. And, well, we can do that in this video. We can show you some of the things. There's 101 different scripts in here that I have made, GPU drivers and everything. Please take some of these scripts with a pinch of salt, because me as a whole, I am a Linux admin and I've been doing this for nearly 5 years non-stop now. Some of these things obviously is when I first started, and some of them are well progressed along, and some of them are actually not needed anymore, like the start KD dev, and well, this is needed as the data, which is something that I now provide in my distributions, which is pretty handy to have, I guess. It doesn't automatically install the packages, it gives you the option. You can turn it off as well. The mirror changer is something I used to make. I would say take with a pinch of salt. There's a lot of things in here. The ISO-creator, and so the Arch system tool. So we've got I don't even know why we've got something called Squash FS pins. Probably not something you would want to be using. This year it probably does the same thing that most of my other scripts do that clone the system. So I might go over this and see what I can do to make it better. Essentially the system tool pretty much works. So if we open it up, I don't know where the code is for this anymore, but I could definitely recode it, and might be in a GitHub repository. The theme apps essentially just allow you to, if we keep this open, I'm gonna need it. Close this, we don't need that anymore. Okay, so the theme app basically allows you to, if we just minimize this, change to the different desktop backgrounds I use to provide for my distributions, because I actually provided all Man of War, Mustang, Torpedo, Mosquito, Lancaster, Hawker, Spitfire were all provided as distributions. They were their own distribution at one point, same versions of what claudemods used to do. In fact, the first ever version was actually called Spitfire, and the second was called Mosquito, I believe, then Lancaster, Hawker, Mustang, the original Spitfire that you get. And also we had the different colours. With my current setup, I do believe that it might just look a bit tatty and funky, but the blue start turned to gold because I set the root user to use gold or something or the other. So when you open this is one of the features I want to implement into the script, to be fair. I did say everything as a whole has been copied over, but this is one of the many things that basically would be a bit troublesome. I don't actually need to look into how I would do it, maybe just copying root files. But as you can see, when I open Dolphin as root, it actually comes as a different colour to tell you it's as root, and it's just a feature I think is pretty useful. Yeah, we've got all of these different options within the system apps. We've got like custom scripts, theme changer, open the bore. I don't even know if that'll work. Okay, it does work. Clear the cache, lock the kernel, unlock the kernel, refresh the database, open space. Make sure that we're clicking the right one here. Oh, well, what was the point of me asking for the password? Trial and error, all of these will not completely work. Like I said, take all with a pinch of salt. That's it really. The system actually does need to be worked on. And there's 101 other things here, sorry. Let's get my words together. Yeah, this is basically what's being used to build the system. We've got all these different icons and everything, which is where I actually started on Linux, because I thought I wanted to make my own theme. I can't be using all of these trashy desktop themes, and KD for me was like one of the best looking desktops to get on. It was up to date, it was Qt, it was reliable, it was fast. Well, at the time of 2023, it really wasn't reliable. That was just down to Arch, because I actually started on Navara and moved to Arch. Navara as a whole was alright, and I did build my theme on there at one point and clone it with Penguin legs. Pretty sure, not too sure. We supported Navara at the time, but I moved on to Arch because I wanted the latest and greatest packages. For me, I've pretty much stuck with Arch since, and I've used KD Neon and installed various other distros just to test them and keep afloat. I don't actually stick with one operating system. I'm dual booting Windows on this machine here, which is my Lenovo Legion Go S, which I do want to change to the Steam machine. But the problem there is, could I get better for the price that I'm paying? Because I do build PCs, and I've got one over there, which is an AMD tower that needs a CPU, and I could get a GPU, and in it, pretty sure I might need some RAM, and that will probably cost me the best part of maybe £200. And I may have something better than the Steam machine, because what I had in there last was an AMD Ryzen 2700X. I had the 67XT GPU, 32 GBs worth of RAM, and I was using a NVMe. Well, the 2700X CPU is a 12 core, I believe. That would be better, but then obviously the portable side to the Steam machine will be why I probably would get that at some point. I just need to look into what options are actually available. I was an 8 core 16 thread, so yeah, and it's not a APU, by the way, because I don't actually like using APUs. I'd much prefer to have a CPU and a GPU, because you just basically in turn get better graphics, and I've always done things that way, and sometimes obviously you just have to stick with what you can get at the time. So I did have like APUs in the past, but they just worked for me. I didn't like them. Yeah. I know it's a bit inadequate that I've now changed the command what's in the script, and I'm actually running the script with the old commands, but believe me, yeah, it all worked. It's just down to not copying files that shouldn't be copied, really. 101 different things. So things like the run directory, the prop directory needs to be empty. The sys directory, the dev directory. They're all empty, to be fair. But
Hey, you be gonna drop that.
for some reason, when I booted the system, it takes about a minute and a half. And I need to look into why that would be, but it is what it would be. So if I was to clone the system, it would be exactly the same. The home directory has got everything that would normally be in the home directory that I set up within a virtual machine. All of the packages are the same packages that I would install. The commands that I use to set up the NTFS drive and the Virt Manager USB support are in the script. Everything that I would normally spend, well, at the start it would normally take about an hour and 45 minutes to build, which I can now do within, say, 30 minutes, is in that script. So I don't even have to do that now, because it's not, well, depending on the time, depending on the time, how tired I am, it can take me some time. And then when obviously I've made the ISO, it takes a considerable amount of time to upload, and that's why I wanted to build this in the first place. So I'm basically saving myself 30 minutes. If you want to sit there and create an ISO of my distribution to install, feel free. All of the scripts, everything that I normally provide is in here, with the exception of the root console when you open the with the exception of Dolphin when you open it as root, it not being gold or whatever colour I would normally set, because I believe on here it would normally be blue. At one point I had it as blue, and I don't know, I've not really tested that because I've not needed to go into, well, it's gold. I do believe it might actually just be gold. I'm not sure what it's like on Apex, because I haven't done that in a while. I haven't really needed to open it as root to copy any files or anything, so I may look into that. But yeah, if the menu changes and needs an update because of developer packages that get released, then I'll easily just edit the zip that I've posted up, or post a new .zip. I'm not going to be doing a video on FileZilla, but my website has all the files that get downloaded, and essentially I've got my desktop files here, they get downloaded and used. I've got my Arch System talk here, just to keep it a little bit tidy. I'm not really reliable for being organised when it comes to projects, but then we've got like my ISO for the installer. We've got some old distributions that I will update because I have actually got a few on my Google Drive I need to publish. And I essentially made this website so I could use this feature because Google Drive, even though I've got the premium version, has a download quota. And this has the this has all the developer packages. I need to update them at some point. The V1 has some packages. If anyone gets any errors, they can just download some of the packages. You can actually go to claudemods-v1, claudemods-v1, and there's an index that allows you to download any of these files. So we do that. The index, yeah, basically shows you what files here, and you can pick one and download it. I've got my desktop packages that have the dependencies for everything that I normally install. Essentially makes it easier for me to install my desktops through scripts. What else? I don't really know what else I can tell you. Like I said, glibc is causing issues, so if you see these problems, that's because glibc is currently broken. Do need to look at how these get set up during installation as well. With Calamaris, I can better improve it because I do believe that all of the options normally be an ECT local don't actually get set up. Well, something to improve, but as a whole, this basically works. I was using it in a virtual machine, uploading, using the browser, testing it after install through the different scripts that I've got to set up the system. There's not really anything to worry about. Although that is something that I will have to look into.
Hey, don't drop that.
Get a new friend there. Commented on your post. Is that how oh, error prefer. What is going on with Facebook's crash? I use a Facebook beta or an Android, don't I? It's just a crash. Not long left before we can boot the ISO. Obviously, then wait a minute and a half and see what it looks like. I actually need this ISO myself. So. But basically, essentially, the problem is that it's trying to use ZRAM, which obviously in a virtual machine doesn't work. I think this will work on bare metal, which is fine. It's what I need because I need to reinstall on this system for some reason. I don't know why. Why not? So when we get to this bit here, you need to select the kernel that you're running. So I'm actually running, click on here, I'm running the CachyOS kernel, so we need to select number 2. And we're going to build the kernel that's needed for the ISO. It might take a minute, people. Depending on the system. And then it's going to create the ISO in the current directory where everything is. So in the home Spitfire claudemods-distribution-iso-creator-Beta folder. As you see, it didn't take long to actually create the ISO, and that's because I'm running a system that's pretty good at making things. But we've got the ISO here, it's 5.1 GB, it's perfectly fine to me because that's how big the developer packages normally come within an ISO. It's a matter of booting. Might boot the claudemods-distribution-iso-creator as well, just to show those that don't really understand it. Yeah, full dev ISO, just what I need. I'm gonna do some gaming on the developer edition. Got some new artwork for the ISO. The NTFS fix actually doesn't work within the developer edition, but it does on the standard edition. There's a K-mod, there's some sort of custom K-mod that KDE provides. Sounds like I said. Developer edition, Calamari's on the home screen. The rsync installer. All of the favourites in the menu as it would normally be. Minimise things. The widget works. And Calamari's also pops up and works. It's been kind of customised to what it needs to be. I might change that to red, I don't know. But really, it doesn't matter. Everything installs and works perfectly fine. We got a 45 dB. Right, so with the Calamari's installer now, I've managed to set it up in a way that you can install the different no swap, and we can go BTRFS, ext4, and it all works. The BTRFS option will be level 22 compression. That's from a custom script that I've customized within Calamari's to set up the system as level 22 compression. Because that's how I would normally have my systems on a normal system, because this uses an NVMe, there's no point doing that. There's only so many read to writes that you can do. But on a hard drive or an SSD, go through SSDs like no tomorrow. You could pick them up cheap. NVMe is obviously quite expensive, so I wouldn't suggest doing BTRFS under compression. But it's pretty handy to have. I may make a script for this to do the BTRFS.image version of cloning that I do. Normally I'll clone a system into a compressed BTRFS.image. So that's something that I'm looking towards doing after the Arch and CacheOS options. I actually have the code. The BTRFS cloning mechanism I use is closed source, and that's just because I don't see any other project on the internet that does such a thing. I'm keeping it that way. Sorry for those that are wishing to fork the project. There is some code that's similar to that on the internet, and that's my BTRFS installers, but the actual code that's being used, I'm going to be keeping closed source.
Hey, you can go drop that.
This is pretty handy to have now that I don't have to upload 101 different ISOs. You can just install the system as it would be with the latest packages. Why not? Since we've got the full edition, we've now got Inkscape, OBS Studio, GIMP, Xbox Cloud, Steam, Yuzu, PSP, PPS, SPP, WhatsApp, Messenger, Facebook on you as well. Some of these need to be fixed, okay? So trial and error, I'm pretty sure that YouTube might work. I will get to fixing this, and all I've got to do then is just upload a new .zip. Oh yeah, so YouTube does work. Some of these obviously don't work, some of them do. The image obviously doesn't show. The BTR system cloner is actually in here as well, so if you wanted to clone the system, if you've installed as BTRFS, you can clone the system as BTRFS. Discord, Mega's on there, Netflix, Steam, bottles. I want to get to bottles really because I haven't implemented bottles. That is another exception that I haven't added. I do need to look into a flatpak command that automatically installs bottles without the yes and no. Since it's not actually in the Arch repository. So that's something I'm going to be doing next. Even ask me. I don't think I've got bottles installed on this system. Let's not ask this bot because it's going to mess me about. I don't know if there's a flatpak command that automatically installs bottles, but that might help.
Hey, you can go drop that.
Let's have a look. Seems like that might be the command that we need, and I could just add that into the thingy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do some testing and then I'll do that. But for now, basically, essentially, you can install the system as a whole with some things that need to be improved. They will get improved over time. Okay, so it's changed my my root. And these files need to be deleted. So my files that actually get used are not being used. We need to sudo real this, change the boot artwork. And that's that's not my colour either. Okay, so what's actually happening is we got ECT, no, user share, sorry, user share. If we go back to the grub folder that we just see, where is it? It's here, themes, CacheOS. That folder there is actually meant to be here, so if we copy that, open it here. With my script, it likes to copy the files under the name in the place that they're meant to be. So what we need to do is we copy this here. And what I do is go back to limit. Plymouth should automatically update to my new colours. So we'll just do a minor little reboot. Yeah, my new colours and grub artwork will work now. Perfect. So we go back to my script that's online and we just make a few changes. It's going to take me a minute. I don't mind doing it on camera. I don't need DeepSeek for this. Yeah, just give me a minute. I'm going to have to manually edit some code. So we are aware that CashOS feed is wrong. Grub, so user share grub feed needs to be there, and this needs to be the ECT default name. Manually edit 60 themes. Default. What does that do? So we want that as grub. We want that as that. The Plymouth should not be called that file then. So that's one done. Out of 6. So the Plymouth only copies to that folder. That copies to the grub themes. Everything else will just work fine. This is the thing, this script has been problematic from the start. No matter what I threw at it, it didn't want to do it. I managed to get there. And the grub theme. Actually called the grub theme or the themes. Yeah, I knew it was called themes. I want to make no more broken code.
Hey, you don't drop that.
That goes there, that goes there. And what I want to do to improve this script is to basically remove the duplicate commands. So there is some commands that are exactly the same for each distribution. Instead of having all of the commands individually based on the distribution, to say like Apex commands could be for Apex, Spitfire commands could be for Spitfire, and we can just link them together depending on what you choose. But at the moment it works, it's just some tidying that needed to be done, which is what I'm doing now, I guess. This is basically the last finishing thing. I will test the flatpak command at a later date and try and do the colour to the root dolphin, but for now this is a solid base that's taken me 3 days, so I'm in no rush to do that just yet. I want to focus on the arch and focus on the CashOS side of this, and then we're going to move back publish this online. That'll be it for today, really. I would make another ISO, but it'll probably take me. Where are we? One hour.
Hey,
I'm going to create another ISO with the script, I think, on camera and leave it at that. So I actually do need the dev set up as it would normally be. Yeah, final fixes. Recreate the whole ISO again. Go back to the GitHub repo and reinstall or create the ISO again, and that'll be it, really. I'll just boot it basically after I'll recreate it, install it and boot it just to show you that it works. Now I do want to see what's going on here. What is going on? I don't actually call it claudemods-distro. I have to change the calamari so it actually calls it CashOS. Goes to the class. But no, I'm not too bothered what it's called when you boot. Full dev again. Just do that right now. Here. Is this. This here, the boot needs to be called CashOS. Bootloader, we're just going to call that CashOS. That'll do for now. And that'll copy in time. Re-upload that so then everyone's got their changes. Because Grub itself actually appends the word Linux, so you don't actually need to put Linux at the end of it. And it is CashOS anyway as a base, why not slander off the German engineering, eh? Put something else on top of it. I'll just keep it as CashOS Linux like it is, with a touch of English engineering on top. Okay, upload. Up to just looking earlier at things to fork off the clean store. I'm like one of those people that just like go on the clean store. So I've uploaded my distribution installer. Downloaded multiple. I'd like to go on here and just look at what's been uploaded and see if I can make anything more. My payout at the moment is only $12. It's not too bad, but obviously there's money coming in whilst we sat down. This passive income. Just like to go through all of this and just see what I can fork. Mainly just menus, to be fair, at the moment. Windows 11 thing. I like my thing better. It's better. It's Windows 12. Joking. We don't do automatic updates around here. Version of what I've got, but change it to a different colour and config files that I use for it. Is that about? Oh, is that my cue to take a mugshot?
Hey, you don't drop that.
Don't worry about these issues, that's only because we're not actually running the system. So if you see these errors here, that's only because we're not running the system. Day, Junior. Tay, Junior. It was pretty cool with the green afterglow, to be fair. I might make some new custom themes, I don't know. I've been looking into themes. I've got a lot of hate. I've got a lot of haters on the internet and in real life, to be fair, but I've got a lot of hate in the past. My eyes. One from the last time I got paid for. This is not even open yet. This is kiwi passion fruit guava, sorry, kiwi passion fruit guava. Got juicy peach now. Grape raspberry. For some reason you have to do it like this, otherwise it won't work. It'd be handy to save the password somewhere, but then advisable. Pink lemonade, and then I've been using this is raspberry lemonade. Yeah, peach. I think juicy peach might be the next one I go for. Put in my vape. I've actually got 2 vapes. 3 phones. What have I got? I've got Samsung S24 Ultra, S25 Ultra. I've got iPhone 14. Also got a tablet, and I've got the Lenovo Legion Go S, and I've also got I've actually got 2 tablets, to be fair. One of them runs off of VGA, one runs off of HDMI. Using like a bust down broken tower beside me to work on as well. If I get another TV, I guess I'll have 3 systems. I know. If we can get anywhere today, tonight or tomorrow. Cough syrup. I smoke on a day-to-day basis. Smoking cough syrup helps calm myself down a bit. I was smoking, so normally I get the 2% nicotine, which is 20 milligrams, but I'm smoking 10, and I just feel that ain't doing nothing for me, so I've gone back up to 20, and that one there is actually a 10, which is why I'm not using it, just yet anyway. It's not like I can't go get some more. 4th off the Play Store whilst we wait. Themes ain't doing it for me. I like the plasma extensions. I think that's what I normally thought. That does look pretty cool though with the I will be honest with you, I do have a custom purple and green theme on my phone, my tablet, and yet to put it on this one here. And this looks pretty cool. It's a new addition to Spitfire. Oh yeah, that chat AI is what I forked. He's updated it. I forked it. How many downloads is it? 400. Just have to stop looking at people's projects and just look at mine. Where is it? Something to do with DeepSeek is based off of chat AI. DeepSeek AI is based off of what I showed. Essentially works the same. Where are my phones in? Face, bro. How much more do you need? It's time to block. the other Newcastle. This is what I say to people. Normally when you say Newcastle to people, they think Newcastle is up north and not east of England. Give me a minute, people. I'm back. See where we've got to, people. Not long left, I guess.
Drop that.
Nearly done, people. What then did you say? A message again. See, they took on Google to make them an AI bot for their phone because they can't do it themselves. What we do is we're going to boot it and then just install. Everything should be the way I intend it to be. Well, it's still trying to boot the ZRAM, which is no good, but alright, fine this time.
Hey, you been all dropped in.
Check the files. We use the share default grub. We need to delete them files, but for now, I guess the system's here, works. Oh dear, keep going to ECT. User share default, isn't it? User share grub. Everything is a thing. User share and the Plymouth. It's just trial and error, you know. This is basically the first day that the script has been working to a manner where you can actually do all of this. So, yeah. Enjoy. Obviously, just be aware that there is a few things that need to be adjusted and that these files need to be deleted. I will get to it. looked at the day and I put this date in. Because if I try and get down on the day, I might miss it. So, well, it starts at this price and do all the times really. Quite cheap. Okay. So he said, where would I stay? It works its way up. Coach is obviously the cheapest option, but we're sitting there for hours and it's obviously faster on the train, but I don't mind getting a coach. That's why I mentioned it. Boot this, and then that is the end of today's video, people. Sorry I've been on my phone, multitasking as you do. You know, this is everyday life, life with Aaron. What does he do, you know, and pretty much do this day in, day out, and it's what I enjoy doing, but you can't always do it, I guess. I'm very temperamental. But we get there in the end, and everything becomes what you want it to be. Custom and modified, which is what I do, you know. Like I said, Wizard should be my middle name. Thank you for watching. So bye from me, Aaron, or Claude Mods. It's my online name, and I'm hoping that you're having a good day or night, whatever time it is when you're watching this video.